Hey guys, welcome to Tiki Rick Adventures. Today is day 2 of my Disney World vacation. I'm so excited for today. We are at Epcot. Look at this. I am so excited. The music is like inspirational here. I really like the music already. I love this track. This is a really nice loop that they play here. It's really cool music. It is Festival of the Arts, so I think first thing we're gonna grab some food. Let's go have a really fun Epcot day today. I just love this ball, this space ball. What do they call it? The Epcot ball? I know some people jokingly call it a golf ball. I love it. I think it is such a cool park icon and such a great park entrance. I've always dreamed of coming to Epcot. I've just always wanted to come here. So this is another dream come true. I've always wanted to come to all 4 parks, but this one especially is something that really interests me. I really like the idea of Progress City and Walt's original concept for Epcot. I love the history of that, so I'm really gonna enjoy today. This is gonna be awesome. It's cold, it's rainy, but it's okay, we're prepared. I think today might be the last day of rain we're gonna get for this vacation, and then it's gonna warm up a little bit, so it's okay. We're all prepared. I got my raincoat on, I got plenty of layers. I had too many layers on this morning. I had to take off my other jacket already, actually, and I even have a hoodie. I got my waterproof boots, my waterproof pants, my rain jacket. I'm all prepared and all good. I'm very hungry though. It's 11 o'clock. I got a later start today because I needed to sleep in a little bit. I needed to get some rest. So let's start off by grabbing some food. Let's find some Festival of the Arts food. I'm really excited for the festival too, so let's get things started today. The Disney Vacation Club lounge is up there in the glass pyramid, so I want to check out the lounge. I want to grab some coffee and see if we can get in. I heard sometimes there's a wait to get in, so hopefully there's no wait and we can just get in today, but let's go check that out, see what it's like. It's called the Imaginatrium here, a member lounge. Let's head upstairs and check it out. Wow, this is so cool in here. We definitely don't have this. I love the ceiling, it's awesome. So they have a lot of comfortable seating up here. They've also got a refreshment spot with some Coke machines, and I'm gonna grab a coffee. I think they have coffee. Let's go over to the left here to the refreshment spot. This is a really nice lounge, I like it a lot. Dang, they only have 1 coffee machine here, and it is not as fancy as ours, and it's out of order. What a bummer. But they do have a couple more snacks. They have pretzels, Cheez-Its, oat bars, and graham crackers here, so that's nice. I bet it looks really cool up here at night because you can see the Epcot ball, and that looks so amazing lit up. I saw it last night when I was on the bus on the way home from Magic Kingdom. I can't wait to see that ball tonight lit up. It's gonna be amazing. I was talking to a DVC cast member up here, and she was very kind. I was asking her about festival foods and what's good. She hasn't tried much of it, but she brought me this. This is very helpful. It has all the festival foods with some photos too, and look at how cute Figment is. I love that Figment is the icon of Epcot. I've never seen him, I've never met him, but I love him. I've always loved him. I just think he's an amazing character, and he's adorable. Just look at his face. There's the famous upward fountain. I've always wanted to see that fountain. It's really cool. I actually really like it. Seeing it in person is nice. The lounge was really cool up there too. Hopefully I have time to do Journey into Imagination with Figment. I gotta do that. I just got some really good Figment Epcot pins, so I'll have to show you guys. They're really cool pins. The monorail. I love that you can just see the monorail coming through the park. It makes me so happy. I love this here. And I know this version of the ride is silly and weird, but I still want to do it. I'll still appreciate it, and I got to see Figment while I'm here. I just wish we had the old version of this ride. The old one was really cool with the Dream Finder. Very cool ride. This is cool. This reminds me of Craftsman Grill at the Grand Californian Hotel. This is really awesome. I'm going to try the Beef Wellington inspired Croissant Supreme. So let's give that a go. $8.50, that's not bad. All right, it's going to be a little tricky to film today because of the rain. It is raining currently, but it's not too bad. I can sit down on the wet seats though because I do have my waterproof pants on. This is the Beef Wellington inspired Croissant Supreme. It looks very good. It's a croissant with some sliced beef. They're grilling it fresh. It smells really, really good over here. They are grilling the beef fresh and they're slicing it up, and it comes with a creamed spinach croissant pinwheel, mushroom gorgonzola ragu, mustard grilled flank steak, red wine sauce, and pickled mustard seeds. The pickled mustard seeds sound really, really good. That's right up my alley. I love mustard, I love mushrooms, I love red wine sauce. It looks really, really delicious. It's kind of hard to eat though. I definitely have to get a bite with everything before it gets wet. And they come on paper plates, so you gotta eat quick because the paper plate is getting soggy. It's definitely wet. All right, ooh, the beef is way more tender than I thought it was gonna be. Wow, get some of that red wine sauce on there, oh yeah. And I gotta try some of the pickled mustard. It's like whole grain mustard, and I really like whole grain mustard. Let's try this out. Wow, 9.5 out of 10. That is almost a perfect food. That is very, very good. The red wine sauce is delicious. Let me try that on its own. It's like red wine with beef stock and a roux. So it's kind of like a red wine beef gravy. It is very flavorful. It's got a really nice umami rich flavor to it. The beef is super tender. I love the mustard on it. You get a little bit of the spinach and the mushrooms too in there. The spinach is in the croissant. The croissant itself is really flaky. This is phenomenal. I'm glad I started with this. For $8.50, this is a very, very good value. This is really delicious. I'm glad I got this. We're gonna go to Mexico next, and I'll try the food booth out over there too. I love Epcot so far, but wow, that was way better than I expected it to be. We're gonna head to Mexico first. Obviously, you have to always start at Mexico. You can't start at Canada. It's just the right thing to do. You gotta go in Mexico first and then work your way around. But we're not gonna go into the rest of the World Showcase yet because we have a lot of rides booked for the front of the park. I'm gonna do the Seas with Nemo and Friends, and we're gonna do Living with the Land. We did have a Spaceship Earth one booked in the big Epcot ball, lightning lane for that, but it never opened today. It's been closed all day, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that ride. Bummer. I've seen the wonderful chalk art posted online. I definitely wanted to check this out, but obviously you cannot do chalk art in the rain. Oh, it's all washed away. What a bummer. I bet that was an awesome drawing of Galaxy's Edge and the Millennium Falcon, but yeah, you can't see it much anymore. It's fading away. What a shame. That would have been cool. The Tree of Life at Animal Kingdom. And all the rest of them are already washed away. They're all history. Oh, I feel bad for the artists that do this. It's such a temporary art form. Okay, next stop is El Artista Hambriento, and we're gonna get the carne asada and the croqueta. It's still raining on and off a little bit. I'm trying to do this quick because it is a little drizzly and very cold. My fingers are freezing today. It's hard to put on my gloves and use my camera and everything, so I have to take my gloves off a lot. So my fingers are kind of chilly. But look at that, the Spaceship Earth ball in the background there. I love the Epcot ball. So I got 2 items here. Let's check these out. This is the carne asada, ancho marinated beef sirloin with pasilla chili sauce, grilled queso fresco, Nepalese salad, and chicharron dust. Nepalese is just cactus. I've had it before. I've had pickled cactus before, which I actually really enjoy. I've had it with jicama and stuff too. I do like it, and I've had Nepalese on tacos too. It's pretty good. It's kind of a neutral flavor, but a little bit earthy. I do like cactus though. I do enjoy that. And I also got the croqueta, chipotle chicken and chorizo croqueta in chipotle sauce with a chipotle aioli, avocado mousse, and truffle oil. There's literally the tiniest squirt of avocado mousse I've ever seen. It's like a dollop. It's like maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon, if even that. It's kind of funny. It's just like a really petite, cute little amount. But it is the smallest portion, I think, probably at the festival. Probably a pretty bad value. It's $7.50, and the croqueta is very small. Croqueta or croquettes are just a fried bread ball, and they're usually pretty darn good. We'll try this out though. It has chipotle chicken and chorizo, so that's gonna be really good inside the dough. I think that'll be really delicious. I just think the portion is really ridiculous on that one. You should get 2 or 3 of these little balls, not just one. But the chipotle sauce and the chipotle aioli both sound really, really good. The carne asada is a pretty small portion compared to the beef Wellington that I just got. This is $2 more than the beef Wellington. It was $10, and you get 4 very small slices of beef, and it's like medium rare. So if you don't like your steak medium rare, don't get this one. It looks really good though. I'm excited to try this one, and I really want the grilled queso fresco. I love grilled cheese, and that's gonna be really good. I love when cheese is caramelized and crispy on the outside, and I like queso fresco a lot, so we'll try this out. I think it's gonna be really good. And I like the chicharron dust on the Nepalese. I think that's a really good idea. So let's give it a try. I got some of that sauce on the beef here. Let's try that out. The pasilla chili sauce is actually pretty nice. I like that. The beef is pretty good. It's not as flavorful as the beef Wellington beef was though. It's not marinated quite as well. Let's try the queso fresco. Ooh, it's so cold, the queso fresco is like hard already. Let's give this a try. That's nice, and it contrasts really well with the beef actually. I really like that. And we'll try the cactus out too. Wow. It's pickly. It kind of tastes like jalapeno too. I really like that cactus, and the chicharron dust on that is really flavorful. Wow, that's actually my favorite part of the dish, surprisingly. That's actually really good. I like that a lot. Yeah, this is good. I'd get this again. The beef Wellington was better in my opinion, but I'd get this one again. Still gets a like 8 out of 10. I like this one. The beef is flavorful enough with the sauce. It's just not that flavorful on its own, but this is a pretty good plate. Okay, and we have to try the croqueta. Ooh, there's a lot of chicken in there. I gotta try that chipotle aioli and the chipotle sauce all together here. Let's give this a go. That chipotle sauce is really, really good. It's super smoky. Chipotle is just smoked jalapenos. It's very smoky. It's very delicious. You could put that on anything and it would be really good. I love the chipotle aioli. Really good contrast between the savory sauce and the creaminess of the aioli. The avocado on top is a nice touch, but you only get one bite of avocado. You really should get 2 or 3 balls for the price. It's a very small portion. I could eat this in 2, 3 bites at most, but 2 big bites. It's good. I would definitely get it like a 9 out of 10, but I think it just should be a bigger portion. So I'd have to knock a point off for that. I've always wanted to see World Showcase Lagoon. Oh, look at the birds. There's so much wildlife here. I love it. Ah, it's beautiful. We'll have to check out the countries later. I'm gonna try to stop at each and every country if I can. This was shut down, but it just reopened, and we have a lightning lane that's good for like 4 more minutes, so let's use it because they didn't give us a lightning lane to replace the one since it's broken. But yeah, I guess it just reopened, so let's do it. The funny thing is we wouldn't have needed lightning lane because it just reopened, so there's actually no line for it right now, but oh well.
Stop playing games! I wonder if brown fish taste. Demo! Why don't you drop by for a little bite?
The manatees aren't available right now. You can see some real aquatic creatures when you come out. They have a lot of aquariums, but the manatees are covered by curtains right now. I wanted to say hi to little Joe. Oh, that's a bummer. I saw him on that Disney Plus show, so I hope he's doing well. I like this when you exit Finding Nemo. There's a lot of aquariums, and I just really like this a lot. It's really cool in here. Ooh, they have some coral here. This is really cool. Wow, this is awesome. They got some fish in there too, but they're hiding. Oh, here comes one. There he is. Look at this little seahorse just hanging out. He's cool. I like this place a lot. I could spend a good amount of time in here. We don't have a lot of time today. There's a lot to do. It says they have sea turtles, reef fish, sharks, and rays also. Wow, we'll have to check these out. It's hard to capture the scale of this, but this is huge. These tanks are giant up here. Wow. They're like 3 stories tall. They're like 30 feet deep tanks at least. Oh, there's a ray down in there. This is a lot bigger aquarium than I thought it'd be. There are a lot of viewing windows up here. Like I said, it's hard to capture the scale on camera, but there's a lot up here. There's a hammerhead shark swimming around. They got quite a few sharks in here. Oh, look, he's coming right at us. I've got a little bit of time before my Living with the Land lightning lane, so let's check out the Moana Journey of Water. I always wanted to see this. It's right straight ahead there, so let's go check that out. All right, here's the Journey of Water. I feel like I'm in the Journey of Water. This feels like an immersive experience while it's raining, but I'm on my own little journey through the water right now. This is a cool little walkthrough. It's educational and entertaining. They have a lot of signs you can stop and read. I like it. I like it a lot so far. This is just the beginning, but I like the music already. So these are the strings of water that you can touch, and it plays a note for each one that you touch. Do you hear that? This is the coolest one. You can control the water. Let's try it. All right. So if you get your hand up, the water will go up with you. Wow. I wonder if you... I saw people doing the sideways. Oh yeah, look, it goes sideways. Yeah, it squirts water sideways when you do that. And then if you put your hands up in the air, it'll squirt up. And the higher you hold your hands, the higher it'll go. This is actually really entertaining. You just put your hand and you can control the height of the water. It like will just barely touch your hand wherever it's at. If you walk through this waterfall slowly enough, it'll stop where you're at so that you don't get soaked. Yeah, look at that. It parted. And it finishes with Tefiti. This is so beautiful. I really like this a lot. Wow. I really enjoyed this experience. It's definitely a must-do. It's really quick, too. It's just something fun to do. Okay, this is the one I was thinking of. This is the one where it takes a coordinated effort. When everyone puts their hands up at the same time, you can get a giant rush of water out of there. It's really cool, actually. Okay, 3, 2, 1! All right, we're gonna go in the land pavilion. We're gonna do living with the land. I'm gonna skip Soarin' because it's not worth the wait and it's the same as our Soarin', but this is really cool out here. I really like this fountain a lot. I like all the water features at Walt Disney World. It's a very nice touch. You'd be surprised at how much is actually in here. We're gonna go to living with the land down there on the right, but there's so much in here. There's Soarin', and there's an entire restaurant that rotates. That's the Garden Grill. It's a character meal that rotates. I wish we had time for that today, but we definitely don't. I think I'm just gonna stick to festival food today.
One of those living systems is the rainforest, home to the most amazing concentration of life on our planet. These dense and beautiful forests cover only a tiny portion of the Earth's surface, but they contain more than half of its plant and animal species. In the desert, nature has created a very different, but no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. The plants and animals that have learned to survive in these harsh conditions make use of what little water they can find and avoid the scorching rays of the relentless sun. The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, bananas, cacao, coffee, and rice, are well known around the world. These are just a few of the edible plants that have been an important source of nutrition for people living in the tropics. Many are rich in vitamins and minerals, while others are well adapted to growing in less than ideal conditions. Produces nearly 5,000 pounds of fish each year to serve in restaurants around Walt Disney World. Innovations like this one can play an important role in our efforts to produce bountiful harvests and still protect natural resources. The common grains growing here, wheat, maize, sorghum, and millet, plus rice, account for nearly 2/3 of our global food consumption. Learning how to increase yields of these staples is an important goal of research around the world.
The Seas with Nemo and Friends was really fun. I liked it. It was a really cute ride. I enjoyed that one a lot. But Living with the Land was amazing. I think Living with the Land is going to be one of my favorite Epcot rides. I loved how educational it was, and I love how it highlighted agricultural innovation. I think that was really, really cool. Really well done attraction. It was really, really fun. Really relaxing. I loved how the beginning was like a dark ride, and the props and the scenes in the beginning were really good. I had seen videos of that one and I knew I was gonna love it, but I really loved it more than I expected to. That was a top tier ride. I really enjoyed that one a lot, and I wish I could do that one again. That was really cool. Some of the stuff they're doing growing in the greenhouse is really interesting to hear about. I could listen to a whole tour, a several long hour tour on all that stuff. I really enjoy gardening as a hobby, so for me that was right up my alley. That was awesome. We're gonna go to Norway now. It is raining, but we're gonna go to Norway now. It's just kind of a drizzle. It's raining a little harder. It's picking up. We're gonna do Frozen Ever After now. I have a lightning lane for that, so we're gonna head over to the Norway Pavilion. So let's head there. I haven't even been in World Showcase yet. There just hasn't been any time today. We've been doing rides in the beginning of the park, and I have to come back for Guardians in like 2 hours. So we'll hit a couple of countries, but we gotta stay kind of close too. We can't do the whole World Showcase until later tonight. Oh, look at the World Showcase in the rain. It's really misty out there. It's coming down pretty good now. Not pouring rain, but it's raining hard enough to get you soaked. Norway Pavilion's pretty darn cool. I like the grass roofs, and I like this Gods of the Vikings museum. This is really cool. The wood stave roofs are really cool. Really authentic too, I like this. All right, here's a look at the main part of the Norway Pavilion. There's Aker House, that's a nice character dining restaurant. That would be cool to do, but we're just gonna do festival food. We have to go to Kringla though, right on the left over there. We're gonna go to Kringla Bakery after. I wanna try the school bread that I've heard so much about, maybe a couple other sweet treats, but we have a lightning lane for Frozen, so let's head to the back of this pavilion and do Frozen next. Wow, I love it back here. The details and designing is really cool. Look at that waterfall off to the side. This is really awesome.
Tells the story of an unselfish act of true love and for a frozen heart. Indeed.
Hey, they're going up to the ice palace.
Here we go. Frozen Ever After was a cute ride. I really like Norway Pavilion, but I wouldn't wait an hour for it. It's often over an hour wait. It was a 1 hour wait right now, so I'm really glad we had Lightning Lane for it because that helps a lot. But I just am not a fan of the projection faces. I wish we had animatronics like Tokyo Disney has and a lot of the other parks. They're just really advanced animatronics, or even just Disneyland regular animatronics. I just don't think the projection face animatronics are passable. I don't know, I'm just surprised that enough people said, yeah, this is good enough. They look really weird. They just look really off and really phony. Not to complain, it's just something I observed, something I noticed for sure. But I liked the ride overall. It was really cute. The music was really fun on that one. All right, I went to the Kringla Bakery and Norway Pavilion, and I got one of the most famous treats. This is the school bread. It looks really good. It's got coconut on the top. I'm just gonna dive right in, take a big bite. I was gonna cut a piece off, but I love things with cream filling. I think this is gonna be really good. Let's give it a try. That's really good. I like that a lot. I would definitely get that one again. It's got some kind of spice. I can't tell what that is. It's almost like cardamom or something, but I like the cream a lot. I wish there was more cream. There's not cream throughout the whole thing. It's only in the very center. If this was fully cream filled, I'd love it. I want cream in every single bite because that cream is really good. The bread on its own is a little bit dry, but I love the coconut on top. That's a really good treat. I'm really glad I tried that one out. Since the place is called Kringla Bakery, I thought I'd get a Kringla. A Kringla is a Scandinavian Christmas cookie, and this looks really good. It's got a bunch of skinless almonds on top, and it comes with an icing, and it's filled with raisins. It looks a little dry on the inside, but let's give it a try. It's not as sweet as I expected. It's good. It's a little dry, but it'd be really good with coffee or hot chocolate. Something warm to drink would be really good with this. I like the school bread a little better, but I really enjoy this too. I like the almonds on top, and I really like the icing. That was a fun little stop though, a really fun little treat to get here, so I'm glad I tried both of them out. See how there's all these little black specks in the bread? That's what I'm tasting. Whatever that flavor is, I'm gonna look it up because I'm curious. It's something that normally isn't in pastries. It's really unique, but I like it. It says that school bread spice is a blend that includes cardamom, coriander, caraway, fennel, anise, and nigella seeds. I definitely taste the fennel. I can definitely taste the cardamom. I guessed that correctly. And I can definitely taste the anise too. That is so interesting. It's really unique. I really like that treat. I would definitely get that one again. Wow, the outside of the China Pavilion's really cool. I like this entrance here. This is really awesome, actually. Very, very cool. It's still raining pretty hard though. Just kind of waiting for the rain to end so I can get some more food. This pond is really nice. This would be a really relaxing spot to just kind of hang out. I see some goldfish down in there. I don't see any big koi, but I see some fish. Maybe there's koi in the Japan Pavilion. I thought I saw koi fish at Epcot one time. We'll have to see. But isn't that really cool with the buildings? I love the architecture here, and I love the colors. This is really cool. Germany Pavilion's cool. We definitely have to go to Caramel Kuche later. That looks really good. I've heard a lot of good things about that. I want to try that butter bar, the caramel butter bar. They make like the fresh made Werther's caramel there. That looks so good. They have a lot of baked goods, so maybe we'll stop by there. But I don't want any more sweet treats for right now. These pavilions are so well designed. They're so well themed. I just feel like I'm in a little village in Germany. This is really cool. I love this. Wow. That is awesome. Look at that clock tower and the statue there. I love this. Pastoral Palette is the Germany Pavilion food booth. This has red wine braised beef short rib and pork and white bean cassoulet. Both sound really good, but I don't think I'm hungry enough for both. All right, I got the pork and white bean cassoulet. This looks really good. It looks really hearty. It's totally raining right now. I'm just gonna do this quickly because I don't wanna get soaking wet. It only has one piece of sausage. Oh, 2 pieces of sausage. That's actually nice. And I love white beans. I love navy beans a lot. It's one of my favorites. And it comes with some pork rinds on top too, a little crumble of pork rinds. Ooh, this is gonna be hearty in the cold weather. The flavor of that's really nice, but it's already room temperature. I just got this like seconds ago. I just picked this up. It has not been sitting out for any length of time, so it should be a lot hotter. They should be serving this warm. You really want warm beans on a day like this. They're almost like room temperature beans. The flavor's really good though. It reminds me of chili, but without chili powder. It's kind of got some nice other seasonings in it, almost like Cajun beans, but they're German beans. I'm gonna try the sausage too. That's an interesting sausage. It kind of tastes like wine in the sausage. I like that. This is a really nice dish. I wish the portion was a little bit bigger. It was $7. It's like a quarter cup or a third of a cup. It's like 10 spoonfuls. It's not a lot of beans, but yeah, this is really good. I'm glad I tried it at least. I'm enjoying looking at these little model villages. Too bad the train's not running, but watch, anytime there's a festival, they actually change the little tiny flags to match the festival. So those say Festival of the Arts down there. Isn't that too funny? This Italy pavilion is huge. Oh my gosh, the buildings are huge, really grand. I think this might be my favorite pavilion so far just because of its grandeur, like it's giant. I heard the food sucks for the festivals at Italy though. I wonder why the food's always terrible here. Italian food can be so good. How do you mess up Italian food? It's some of the best food. But wow, let's check this out really quick. I'm just gonna do a speed run through all the pavilions before it gets dark. Wow, look at that tower. Holy cow. That is really impressive. The scale of this pavilion is much larger than the other pavilions. Holy cow. This is really cool. We got to go check out the fountain too. This fountain's really nice. They got a couple of restaurants and stuff back here too, but we don't have time for those. On to the next pavilion. At least I got to check this one out briefly. All right, we're just going to skip over the American Pavilion. It's pretty cool. That building is nice, but there's nothing here that I want to check out today, and we just don't have the time. The park is only open for a couple more hours. I have to do Guardians still. My virtual queue is going to be called pretty soon. We got to do Journey into Imagination with Figment. So there's just not enough time to do everything. Epcot is definitely a multiple day park. Like you can't do it all in one day. It's huge. This park is giant. I really wish we had time for the Broadway concert series. So they're gonna have 2 people from Frozen, the Broadway musical, and I'm a huge musical theater guy, so I would absolutely love this. I just don't think I'm gonna have time today. I know I keep saying that, but you really just can't do everything in one day. It's really unfortunate. That's a nice big building though, the America Adventure. I'd love to see Voices of Liberty, the a cappella group. But yeah, not today. All right, this is one I was most excited for because I really want to go to Tokyo someday. It's like my bucket list city. It's one of the most wonderful cities on earth. The people and the culture and the politeness. I just love everything about Tokyo and Japan in general. But we have to look around the Japan pavilion a little bit. And I might grab a little snack too, a little street food that I wanted to try. I heard they have taiyaki, and I've always wanted to eat taiyaki. Okay, this might be my favorite pavilion now. This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it. It's like you're stepping into Tokyo. It's really cool here. And they got a great big restaurant up there too. Teppanyaki, I think that's a teppanyaki restaurant up there. Oh, I'd love to eat there someday. Dang, this is really, really cool. Here's the koi fish I was thinking about earlier. Those are really cool. I love this little water feature and the bridge that goes along it. It's like a little Japanese garden area. I love this. I think this is the gift shop with all the international stuff, all the Japanese stuff. We definitely got to check this out. I'm going to want to buy everything. I'm going to try not to buy stuff though. I have no room in my luggage to take anything back. I love that they have a bunch of Gudetama stuff. And look, one of my favorite characters, Cinema Roll. I love Cinema Roll. Look at how cute she is. Very soft and fluffy too. I see a lot of different Sanrio characters like the Hello Kitty and friends, but I don't see Rilakuma, Korilakuma, or Kiroi Tori, and they should have all of those. They should have all 3. Those are my favorite Japanese characters. These are all cute though. I could have spent all day in Mitsukoshi. It was amazing in there. Oh my gosh, it's huge. It's the oldest department store in Japan. It's been operating since 1673. They had so much stuff in there, so many snacks and chips. Everything was from Japan. It was really amazing. I seriously could have spent hours in there. I wish I had more time, but we'll have to come back. The taiyaki should be here at Goshiki, so let's stop at Goshiki and pick that up real quick. All right, I got the taiyaki. I think it's gonna rain all night. It keeps saying it's gonna stop raining, and then the rain gets predicted further and further out for the night. I think it's just gonna keep raining, but I've always wanted to try taiyaki. I know Rilakuma loves taiyaki, and I love Rilakuma, so I'm gonna love this. It's a red bean paste on the inside. Ooh, let's split it open. Ooh, it seems a little dry. I think this one was prepared a little too far ahead of time there. But we'll give it a try. It is very dry though, I can tell right off the bat. I like the sweet red bean paste. I like that a lot. But the pastry itself is pretty dried out. I think it's just a little old. It's a little stale. Let me try it with this whipped cream they served it with though. They actually, being Disney, they put weird stuff on things. They actually served it with blueberry boba. I've never seen it served with boba before. Usually it's just a street food that you carry around. But this came with whipped cream and blueberry boba. So that's kind of an interesting concept. Let me try it with the whipped cream on it though. I like the whipped cream on it a lot. It's good. It's not great. It's a little older than it should be served. It should be a little fresher, and I'd like it a lot more. But I tried it for the experience. You know, try something that's actually Japanese. And tayyaki's big in Japan. It's a good street food over there. I'd love to try it in Japan someday, but until then, this will have to do. I'm glad I tried it, though. I really do enjoy this. I just wish it wasn't so dry. My Guardians virtual queue got called already. It got called earlier than I expected. So I'm only going to have time to do the Morocco pavilion, and we'll have to come back to the other pavilions after it's dark, because it is going to be dark pretty soon. Wow. Holy cow, that is huge. Oh, this is awesome. I love the tile on the fountain. Ooh. We're just going to explore this really quick here. Wow, this is really cool. I think it's supposed to be kind of like a Moroccan bazaar back here, like a shopping center area. Wow. I love the architecture of all this so far. Look at that lamp, too. Wowee. Ooh, I love the music and I love the vibes back here. This is very cool. Wow. That is awesome. They use the forced perspective to make that look taller than it actually is, because that building's really small up there. That is really cool. Dang, I like it back here a lot. This is really, really neat. I'm just gonna walk through this little indoor section here really quick too. Whoa. Oh my gosh, it really feels like you're in a different country. I love this. Very immersive. That was awesome. I'm glad we checked this out in the daytime. I'd like to eat at Les Chefs de France someday. That looks nice too. I've heard about that restaurant. It always looks like a fun experience. We couldn't get a lightning lane for Remy's Ratatouille adventure, so we might do standby for that later tonight, because I really want to do that ride. We'll see. If it drops to like 45 minutes, I'll do it later tonight. I just love Epcot. The lights are starting to come on. You can see the Japan pavilion over there, and you can see the American Adventure building. Dang. Oh, I love Epcot so much. I want to come back as soon as possible. One day was not enough. Oh, I love the UK pavilion already. I think all we have left is UK pavilion and Canada. So I think I am going to be able to film them during the daytime. I have a couple of minutes to spare, so I'm just doing them really quick. I'll have to come back and actually look at these, you know, in more detail, closer detail, and spend more time in these areas. I definitely want to try the fish and chips. That's right off to my right, but I will not get a chance today. I really like fish and chips a lot, so I think that's going to be something fun to try eventually. Wow, look at these buildings. Holy cow. It's like you transported to a little street in London. Dang, this is really, really awesome. Oh, I love Epcot. Epcot, you have my heart. This might be my favorite park. I think I'm gonna like Animal Kingdom a lot, and I loved Magic Kingdom, but this might be my favorite park. All right, and this is the last pavilion, the Canada pavilion. Wow. This is really cool. I had a travel magazine with that building on it one time. Not the Epcot one, but the one that's actually in Canada. I can't remember what that building's called. I'll have to look it up. But this is cool. I like the totem pole. It looks like a lot of the Canada pavilion is closed for refurbishment, actually. You can't go past this wall. And normally you can. You can go back and there's like a waterfall and stuff back there. But not right now. That's all closed. I think that's normally the waterfall up there, but it's turned off right now. And I know they're working on Le Cellier. I don't think Le Cellier is even open right now. And a lot of the pavilions under refurbishment, but I really like this. It's a nice pavilion. I want to spend more time here too. I looked it up, and I guess that's called the Hotel du Canada, but I know I've seen that before. I really wanted to do the paint by number. It's going to be like a whole thing of Epcot, and you paint one number and it makes a giant mural. They have it closed obviously since it's raining, so we won't be able to do this one today. It's a bummer that Test Track is closed. I'd like to do Test Track, but yeah, we're not going to be able to do that. It is going under a long refurbishment. I think they're retheming it or something like that too. All right, I finally made it to Guardians. I got a couple of minutes to spare, so let's go scan in with my virtual queue. And I didn't watch any spoilers on this, so I don't really know what to expect. That was incredible. Guardians is my favorite ride of all time now. Like, no joke. That was absolutely incredible. Oh my gosh. I didn't know it would be so intense and thrilling and exhilarating. My friend told me, thank you for the tip to my friend, she told me get in row 9, but she didn't tell me why. She didn't spoil it. But unfortunately, someone did spoil it while I was in line after I requested that, because the ride broke down, so people got talking for a little bit. I was next to go on, and the line broke down for about 10 minutes. Made me really nervous. I was like on the edge of my seat. I'm like, oh. It took about almost an hour. It was like a 50-minute wait, even with the virtual queue, to get through the whole queue. So after waiting that long, I would have been really disappointed if I didn't get to do it. So I'm glad it worked out. While we were waiting for about 10 minutes, this lady told me that I'd end up in the front as row 9. So there's 10 rows, and when you get 9, it flips around and you're in the front, but you go backwards. So you're kind of in the front, but also in the back. And it's really cool. It was really exhilarating. That was like my maximum threshold for roller coasters. I think if it was any more intense than it was, I probably wouldn't be able to do it. The G-forces were really strong. I like roller coasters, but I don't like super big roller coasters. And that one was in the dark, and it was really, really fun. I ran by a flock of seagulls, so the song was really fun. I don't know what other songs they played, but I know the songs do rotate. That was incredible. My favorite ride of all time now, for sure. That was so much fun. But again, really, really intense. It made Tron feel like a kiddie coaster, and Tron was really intense. That was like a level 10 roller coaster. It was awesome. Absolutely insane. The launch was so much fun. Oh man, I cannot wait to do that again. Hopefully I'll be back to Epcot sometime soon, because I have a lot to explore still, and I definitely have to do Guardians again. Holy cow, was that awesome. Wow, this is breathtaking. It's truly awe-inspiring to see this marvel in real life and at night lit up. It is so beautiful, and I love the music at Epcot. I've loved it since the second I walked in. Listen to that. We're finally gonna ride Spaceship Earth because it's a 15-minute wait and it finally reopened. I don't think it was open all day, and now it's open, so we're definitely gonna get on that.
Like a grand and miraculous spaceship, our plan is to sail through the universe of time. And for a brief moment, we have been among its passengers. But where are we going? And what kind of future will we discover?
Transcontinental Railroad.
Spaceship Earth was a really great ride. Epcot was always meant to be edutainment, like a mixture of education and entertainment, and that's why Mickey Mouse and stuff wasn't here in the beginning, and that's why there's not a lot of Disney characters here, but I really like that. It was a good scratching the surface overview of the history of the world. As a big history buff and someone who loves anthropology, oh, Rainbow Connection's playing, but I love anthropology and I love history, so I really appreciated that ride, like more than most people. I really, really enjoyed that. That was a good ride. I love all the lighting in Epcot. It has so much beautiful lighting. Look at this Communicore Hall. Oh, it just went away. The rainbow lights were so pretty on that. Yay, we're finally gonna do Journey into Imagination. Let's go into the Imagination Institute. I just want to see Figment. That's all I want. I'm just here for Figment. Oh yeah, I'm excited for this. Figment, finally I get to meet him.
I thought I told you not to interfere.
But you've got it wrong, Doc. It's not about listening with your ears. It's about listening with your imagination.
This way, everybody.
Figment, what is going on? You're turning this entire open house upside down.
Upside down. Now you're talking. That's the best idea you've had all day. With just a spark of inspiration, I've made my house an innovation. Imagination really comes around. Come on in. So what if Doc, it's exactly what I imagined. Imagination is the real
Bye, Figment, I love you. That's terrifying. That is nightmare fuel. I don't have any shoulder plushes, but I have to get one since they don't have a Figment Nuimo. I definitely need to get a little Figment guy to come home with me. You have to pick the right one. You have to look at all of them. Yeah, this is the right one. I like him. He's very adorable, though. You're coming home with me. That way he can hang out with me at Disneyland. I think you'll like Disneyland. Journey into Imagination was silly. It was kind of stupid and corny and cheesy, but I really liked it. I did enjoy it a lot. I would definitely do that one again. It was cute. Figment's very cute, and the music's really fun. It's always good to hear a Sherman Brothers song, and that One Little Spark song really gets in your head. I've always loved that song, so it's really nice to hear it on its attraction. That was a lot of fun, though. Okay, the last thing on our list is to watch Luminous. I definitely want to see that. It's called Luminous, the Symphony of Us. It's the Epcot nighttime show that's happening right now, the spectacular. It's got fireworks and music and fountains and lights and all sorts of fun stuff. I've seen videos of it, but I really want to see it in person. And unfortunately, we will not be able to do Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. There just isn't time. The park closes in about 30 minutes, so we're gonna go get a spot for fireworks now. Look how pretty this sign is with Figment and the Festival of the Arts sign there. That is really awesome. I love the lighting on this at night. Epcot at night is awesome. I came back to the gift shop in the Norway Pavilion just to buy a coffee mug. And look at how hairy these little trolls are. They're, I don't know. That is just too funny. I don't know. They just make me laugh. They're very, very hairy guys. These are pretty cool looking trolls though. I like these. I love these giant torches that are all around the showcase. Wow, those are really big and impressive. It's cool looking across the lake. Look at the reflection of all the torches coming off there.
Welcome!
Benvenuti! Willkommen! Karibu!
Willkommen!
Whoa.
Bienvenidos!
Woohoo!
Come, find your place in the great symphony of us. Can you hear the sound of a world in motion? It's like a in the great symphony of us.
It's truly magnificent. I absolutely love Epcot. I can't even express that enough. I just love it. Oh, my camera's getting wet. Sorry about the lens drops. I've been pretty good about not spending too much and getting too much merchandise because I love merchandise. I love Disney merch a lot, but I don't have a lot of room in my suitcase. I did get a mug today. I'll show you guys the mug. I also got this Figment Epcot Spaceship Earth pin. I love this one. I just wanted some Epcot specific pins. I wanted a pin for each of the parks, and I did get Magic Kingdom ones too, so let me show you the other two. I think this one's adorable. I love that one. Little Figment. And I also got this one because it's Epcot and it says Walt Disney World at the top with the Spaceship Earth ball. That is awesome. I found this in the Norway Pavilion and I love my Disney mugs, so I had to have this. Look at how cool it is. It's got Norway there. Check that out. And it's got the Spaceship Earth ball there. That is really cool. And it also says Epcot World Showcase on the bottom. What an awesome day I had today. I am so tired. I love Epcot. I'm absolutely in love with this place. This was so much fun today. Such a great experience. I love Spaceship Earth. I love Living with the Land. I like the Figment ride. Guardians is now my favorite ride of all time. The beef Wellington was the best food I had today. That was really good. I also really enjoyed the school bread. That was really unique. Got some really good merchandise, got some fun pictures taken today. Just a really great day overall. I'm very exhausted. I'm ready to go back to Animal Kingdom Lodge and crash out in my very comfortable bed. And tomorrow I have a day off. I'm just gonna hang out at the hotel tomorrow and we'll be back to Hollywood Studios in a couple of days. Thank you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for coming along with me as I make some of my dreams come true. I really appreciate you guys. I'll see you real soon. Take care now.